year. It's hard to believe that the end of the year has come so quickly. As some of you know, most of you know, that at this concert we also like to recognize the students and all the achievements they've made throughout the school year in the music department, and especially in instrumental music for us. So just a quick overview. Each group that we have performs at contests and festivals. And at these contests and festivals, they receive ratings or placements depending on the type of event. If it's a contest, they get placed, they get a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5 rating. If it's a festival, then they get rated against other people. So they're either competing against themselves or against other groups. Our marching band this year did a Bon Jovi show. They received a 2 rating at state contest. Our jazz band, they also received a 2 rating at state jazz band contest, and they received 6th place in their district jazz festival. Our concert band just competed last weekend in their contest and received a 1. In fact, they received a 1 from all 3 judges, which just doesn't always happen. And in the last and that is West Burlington's 20th one in the last 26 years, so they've got a pretty good tradition going. For solo and small ensemble contest, we had 22 band students participate. Out of the 8 solos and 6 ensembles, they each received 1 ratings, with 2 of the solos being outstanding soloists for their performance center. We had 4 solos and 3 ensembles that received 2 ratings, and we had 1 ensemble that received a 3 rating. And with all the things that the students participate, including coming to lessons, anything that has to do with band, showing up for performances, coming to rehearsals, going to their lessons, participating in all the various events and activities, honor bands and such, they earn points. They earn points for being on the honor roll, they earn points for if they're in choir, they can earn points that way. So they get quite an opportunity to earn points, and then these points go towards their band letter. In their first year letter that they receive, once they receive the correct amount of points, they get a band lyre, and they get a pin that says band on it, and then a guard that has the year that they received that. We have 8 students receiving that this year. And then their 2nd through 4th year, if they do letter, then they already have the bar and the pan pin, so they just get another bar that states the new year that they got that. They get those both for jazz band and for concert band. And then for honor bands that they participate in, they get certificates. So what we do here at this concert is we just recognize the students and have them stand up and sit down again. So it doesn't take very long, but I think it's important for them to be recognized. So our first group of students that I want to recognize participated in the marching band contest and large group contest and will receive those medals. Laurel Kelly, Jack Matisse, Katie Connor, Emily Steele, Sydney Stout, Gianna Barshinger, Taylor Carr, Morgan Flowers, Benita Gotham, Hunter Lively, Brody Neitzel, Jacob Philpott, Lucas Pratt, Ethan Prickett, Whitney Worth, Josiah Ruiz. He also received his first year jazz band and a guard, and he got a superior rating on a sextet that he was part of. And Xander Chalupa, he receives a 2nd year jazz guard and a good rating on a trumpet duet. So a round of applause for these students. All right, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with our first selection. And the first 3 selections you're going to hear tonight are the 3 that we played at our group contest last week. Thank you so much. That first selection was by a person named James Swearingen, and we like him so much. Our next selection is going to be by the same person. But first, I'd like to introduce some more students to you. These students are the ones who will receive their first year music flyers. They get their band pin and their guard, as well as the state contest medals. Kelly and Shane, Jolene Kelly, Libby Logan, Kobe Skank, John Glasscock. He was also a member of a percussion trio that received an excellent rating. Adriana Mode. She also received a superior rating on a saxophone sextet and her second year jazz band. Keegan Moore. He received a superior rating on a sax sextet, an excellent rating on a mixed duet and a second year jazz band. And Austin Mixer, who received a superior rating on his trumpet solo, an excellent rating on a mixed duet, and a good rating on a trumpet duet and his second year jazz band. Nice round of applause for these students. And the next students received their second year band pin, so they get a guard, and they also get those state marching band and state larger contest medals. Leanne Bowling, she also received a superior rating on her clarinet solo. Haley Rogers, she received a superior rating on a flute trio she was a part of. Sarah Stockdale, she also received a superior rating on a flute trio. Katie Diamos, superior rating on a woodwind quintet and the flute trio, and an excellent rating on a flute solo. Megan Ryan, she also received an excellent rating on a mixed woodwind duet, a superior rating on a sax sextet, and her first year jazz pin and guard. Connor Hand, he received his third year jazz guard, an excellent rating on a trumpet solo, a superior rating on a trumpet duet, and he was a member of the Central College and the Super Conference Honor Bands. And Cecilia Crow, she receives an excellent rating on a mixed woodwind duet, and a superior rating on a saxophone duet, and a sax sextet, and her first year jazz pin and guard. Nice round of applause for these students. Another group of students. These students have received their third year band pins in state marching band contest. You probably noticed they do more and more things after I mentioned their name. Athena Mode, she also receives an excellent rating on the percussion trio, and she was a member of both the Central College and the Super Conference honor bands. Brendan Grove, he received an excellent rating on his trumpet solo, a superior rating on his trumpet duet. He receives his 5th year Jazz Guard. He was a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor band. Dalton Mockles, he received an excellent rating also on his horn solo and a superior rating on the woodwind quintet. He also received his 1st year jazz pin and guard on trombone. Caleb Moore, he receives his 5th year jazz guard, a superior rating on his trumpet solo, on his trombone solo, and a woodwind quintet in which he played French horn. He receives an Outstanding Performance Award for his center on his trumpet solo. He was a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor bands, and he had auditioned and was a member of the Southeast Iowa Bandmasters Association honor band for his 2nd year. Nice round of applause to these students. Our next selection is a march written by Carl King and arranged by James Swearingen. Kind of had a theme going, I guess. But good march. Carl King, he's kind of a famous person for Iowa. He's a Fort Dodge native, and he was one of the guys that actually ran away and joined the circus when he was a young guy. Learned how to play the euphonium and then started writing circus marches. But this is not a circus march, but it sounds an awful lot like one. This is entitled Alamo. Two more selections and two more groups of people to announce. This group of people are the ones who received their 4th year band pin along with their other contest medals. Jack Engel, he also receives his 5th year Jazz Guard, a superior rating on his xylophone solo, an excellent rating on a percussion trio, and he was a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor band. Courtney Peeler, she received her 4th year Jazz Guard on bass guitar, a superior rating on a bassoon solo, a double reed duet, and a woodwind quintet. She was also a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor bands. Graydon Schroeder, he receives his 4th year Jazz Guard, a superior rating on a saxophone solo, saxophone sextet, and a saxophone duet. He was also a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor bands. And Kristen Vedder, she receives her 4th year Jazz Guard on piano, a superior rating on her oboe solo, double reed duet, and woodwind quintet. She also received the outstanding performance for her center on the oboe. And she was a member of the Central College and the Super Conference honor bands, and she was also our field commander this year. Nice round of applause for these two. This next selection by Robert Sheldon just needs just a little introduction about what it is. Spoon River, which is an American folk dance, was heard by Captain Charles Robinson when played by a fiddler while at a country dance in Brantford, Illinois in 1857. It was later set for piano by Percy Granger in 1919 and was at that time dedicated to the Edgar Lee Masters, poet pioneer. While the meter has been indicated in 4, the conductor and the ensemble will most likely feel it in 2. But this is a great piece. It's based on a fiddle tune, and you're going to hear that fiddle tune come through and through throughout the whole piece. So this is Spoon River. time to introduce our seniors, and I want to make sure they get their green corsage. Another thing that I also give them as a little memoir are these little lapel pins that are the shape of all the different type of instruments that they play. So they'll get those next week when they come in. They didn't make it in yet, so thank you. And I'll have our instrument or our seniors come up. Have Leanne Bowling, Katie Dianos, Jack Engel, Connor Ham, Laurel Kelly, Jack Matisse, Courtney Peeler, Graydon Schroeder, and Kristen Vetter. How about a nice round of applause for the seniors?
And us seniors have also gotten a gift for Mr. Ellis. We took one of the old marching band hats because they're getting new marching band uniforms next year. We all signed it, and
We would also just like to say how much we appreciate Mr. Evelyn for the time he's committed to us, even though we might not always be the best students and practice throughout his day. But, let's give another round of applause to our senior.
I too just want to thank them, a special word of thanks to the seniors for sticking around. I'm not the easiest guy to get around with, but I do my best to try to pull as much as I can out of them. I think sometimes I'm the mean band director, but I read on Facebook once, I'm a mean band director and I'm sorry about that. I'll try to be better. And then it says, no, the first two things were a lie. But I do appreciate the kids. I work them hard and they work hard too, and that's really awesome. And it's nice that they stick around. So our final selection we're going to play is kind of a rhythmic piece, as portrayed by its name, Rhythm and Riff. Brian Balmage is the new composer that's out. He's really writing some fantastic stuff from very beginning all the way up through professional level. And as the title implies, Rhythms and Riffs is a work that explores musical pulse, grooves, and various short motifs that recur throughout the work. It was my hope to compose a contemporary work of serious nature that was able to explore various sounds not often utilized with younger bands. From the very first measure, the work sets a groove. Various instruments are layered on top of each other until the entire ensemble is essentially functioning as a drum set. So we hope you enjoy our final selection for this evening, Rhythms and Riffs. Take just a few seconds to reset the stage.
Good evening. Welcome to the choral portion of tonight's concert. Just like the band, we also have awards to be recognized tonight. To start off, our show choir competed at state in February and we received a 2 rating. And recently, this past Saturday, our choir performed at large group where we also received a 2 rating. Our first 2 selections that we'll be singing for you tonight are actually the songs that we sang at this contest. Our first number is God is Our Refuge and Strength. It's a fun piece and I hope you enjoy it.
Our refuge and strength, a presence help in time of trouble. Though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though the waters roar and foam, we will not fear. Come and behold the work of the Lord, the awesome acts of God. He is in the midst of His people.
Their actual awards will be handed out at a later date. There are quite a few names here, so just please hold your applause until the end. The following students have received their large group contest medal. McKenna Rocket, Melena Cobb, Katie Connor, Jaquel Duray, and Jaquel is also receiving his first year show choir pin. Brianna Erickson, Courtney Erickson, Chase Graham, who's also receiving his fourth year show choir pin and participated in the Southeast Iowa Honor Choir Festival. Dustin Hartley, Adrian Martin, Taylor Martin, Erin McIntosh, Caitlin Myers, Kaya Nuck, Raven Pennington, who's also receiving her first year show choir pin. Tessa Piper, Brittany Rausa, who also received an excellent rating on her silhouette contest. Anna Reinschmidt, Cindy Stout, Sarah Stockdale, Savannah Swanson, Carol Todd, Lana Wilmot, and Hannah Whipson. Our next piece is The Road Not Taken. This is based off of a poem you may remember studying in English class by Robert Frost. pin and guard, and their large group contest medals. Again, please hold your applause to the end. Emma Brown, who's also receiving her first year show choir pin. Adriana Mode, who's also receiving her first year show choir pin and received an excellent rating on her soloist contest. Caleb Moore, who's receiving his second year show band pin and participated in the Southeast Iowa Honor Choir Festival. And Relena Scott, who's receiving her second year show choir pin and received a good rating on her contest at solo. Okay, and I'm going to go right ahead and recognize those who are receiving their second year music choir pin and guard and the large group medals. Cecilia Crozier, who's also receiving her second year show choir pin and received a superior rating on her duet at solo ensemble contest. Amber Desjardins, who's receiving her third year show choir pin and participated in the Southeast Iowa Honor Choir Festival. Hannah Mann, who's receiving her second year show choir pin and received an excellent rating on her solo contest. Micah Nan, who's receiving his second year show choir pin and received a superior rating on his duet contest. Danielle Graham, who's receiving her third year show choir pin and participates in the Southeast Iowa Honor Choir Festival. Rich McBride, who's receiving his fourth year show choir pin and received an excellent rating on both his solo and his duet contest. And Megan Ryan, who's also receiving her second year show choir pin and received a superior rating on both her duets at contest. I thought that I might change things up a bit. We are going to be having a guys piece and a girls piece. So I bet you will recognize this first one performed by the gentlemen of our choir. Now it's time for the girls' piece. We're singing the fun gospel piece, and the solo that is not recognized in the program is our senior Riley Kedwan. and their achievements this year. These seniors will also be receiving their large Conscious medals. First, we have Aaliyah Altwater. Micah Barshinger is also receiving her 4th year show choir pin and participated in the Southeast Honor Choir Festival. Oh, I got claps for you. Austin Hartley, Mia Nagata, Shinone Nakachi, Riley Cadwana is also receiving her 3rd year music lyre, choir pin and guard, and her 4th year show choir pin, and received a superior rating on her silhouette contest and an excellent rating on her duet. Tyson Riles, Paige Sherwood, who's also receiving her 1st year pin and received an excellent rating on her duet. And these last two have earned something that's very hard to achieve. They are both receiving their 4th year choir lyre. Katie Dayanos, and she's also receiving her 4th year show choir pin and participated in the Southeast Iowa Honor Choir Festival and received a superior rating on her silhouette contest and an excellent rating on her duet. And Cami Salvador, who's receiving her 4th year music choir lyre and participated in the Southeast Iowa Choir Festival and received a superior rating on her solo and excellent at her duet at the contest. You may have noticed that our last few songs have had a traveling or some sort of road theme to them. I thought this was fitting for our seniors as they find which path makes all the difference in their lives. This last song is by one of my favorite bands that I listen to with my dad, who's in the audience up there. As one of their members, Glenn Frey, passed away this year. It's got a good message by the Eagles. This is for our seniors.
Thanks, everybody. Before we end our concert, us seniors would just like to step down and give a little thanks to our favorite and last choir teacher ever.
We just are so thankful for everything you do for us, and we have this ongoing joke in the choir room that we go through choir teachers, like Hogwarts goes through Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers. I don't know how many of you are Harry Potter fans, but it's been true since I've been here. We want you to stay. And we got you gifts. So we got you a fixed music stand so it doesn't fall in the middle of practice. We're just really thankful for everything you do for us. And I want to take a big choir selfie since it's our last one. So everybody smile.
Okay, I'm just gonna take one, so go.
Thank you all for coming and supporting everyone here in the music program. It's really been a wonderful first year. I hope I'm not your last choir director because you're singing in college. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your